Buongiorno from our home in Sicily. We're going to go to the University of Catania and to our dear friend, Professor Rosario Faraci's classroom, where you'll meet some guys that have created some innovative projects that are going to make you so proud.
Rosario Faraci, as we all know, is at the epicenter of innovation throughout Sicily and Italy. Okay? He's a visionary. Okay, now you're going to meet young students and recent graduates. Okay, the last three grant winners, I guess, for this year, but there are 200 of them.
200 startups that are operating in Sicily right now. That's quite remarkable.
These are the reasons why I came here, and these are the reasons why Eszter came here to tell this story, this magnificent story, of what is happening in modern-day Sicily with beautiful, intelligent students.
And later on in the second segment, we're going to take you guys with us in a day in the life on a Sunday. So we're going to do a lot of errands, lots going on, so stay tuned. All right, let's go to the University of Catania. Since 1434. This is a beautiful building.
C'è il business plan che come si chiama, gli investitori, i giurati.
Thank you so much for coming on our show again, Professor Rosario Faraci. Tell us about the startup program.
This program is a business plan competition organized by the University of Catania and also the certified public accountants. This is the 11th edition, so we started in 2014, and this is one of the most important initiatives in the territory to do scouting of new ideas, new entrepreneurial projects that can become startups soon. Actually, each year after this competition, the three winners are forced, if I say, to convert to become a real startup, otherwise they cannot get the award, the financial award from the sponsor.
Talk a little bit about why it's so important to harness, to make kids think of new ideas, new entrepreneurship ideas.
All over the world there is kind of a flow, okay? In order to have a new innovative startups with a great potential for scalability, it's important to start from the ground. So scouting new ideas, allowing people to create team, multidisciplinary team if it's possible, and then with the assistance of certified public accountants, the university, and other consultants and mentors in the territory, we help these students, but also graduate students and professors, to turn this idea into a project, to structure the project into the steps to become startups. So it's a quite long process, but we can do in less than 1 year, and we can fuel the ecosystem of startup that in Catania at the moment account for more than 200 startups.
Tell me about over the years, some of your success stories.
There are different success stories. So one of these was, I guess, 4 years ago, two girls. They realized something from the pistachio. So consider that the pistachio has different parts, or the external part of the pistachio normally is considered garbage. They extracted kind of an oil from this pistachio, and they patented also this process, and now they can give firms, they normally work on B2B market, so they allow other firms to use their patent to do cosmetics,
so
probiotics.
The oil from the pistachio shell?
The shell, yes, the outside, the tender shell of the pistachio, because pistachio has two different, shells.
Why do you keep doing this year after year?
I mean, for me, it's a great experience to do every year because I work with students, I work with my colleagues, we push, new ideas, innovative ideas, in order to spread some entrepreneurial culture that is very important for Sicily and all the regions in Italy that can be considered as Sicily emerging economies. And all over the world, this is a best practice, okay? Starting from the ground, talking with people, you have a good idea, that's fine, but it's not necessary. So it's not enough, I'm sorry. So you need to talk with other friends, to talk out of the building, so with the firms, and try to figure out whether this idea can be reshaped, can be pivoted to become a business model.
A reality.
A reality, to become a project that has the potential to be scalable, that is very important. So, and we work particularly on helping these students and also my colleagues to create the proper business model to convert the idea into revenue.
This is Matteo Catania, and he came up with the idea of reusing volcanic ash, which we know is a big problem here in Catania.
Yes, it's a big problem. With the two professors of the University of Catania, we have made a patent, un brevetto, for work this volcanic ash. Every year, found down from the Etna volcano in Catania, 20,000 of tons of volcanic ash, and this is a problem for the people, for the city, and for the environment. Made a patent to convert this waste in a particular and the volcanic ash with another mineral work, the combination to volcanic ash and this mineral make zeolite. Zeolite is a particular mineral for to filtering the water, to build the streets and other application.
I just asked, why didn't anyone ever think about this? We've had volcanic ash for thousands of years. It's a big problem. The streets become dirty.
Yes, there are some firms that work zeolite in work the volcanic ash in to make construction. But one of my colleagues, yes, Paolo Roccaro, is a professor of University of Catania in engineering, civil engineering. He have made these their ideas. But nobody have interest to these ideas. I'm the first.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So it's a machine.
The system below the coconut fiber, yes, and it allow to calculate the absorbment by the plants in each moment. Solution decide when and how water and fertilizer automatically have to send to the plant system, to the plant cultivation, and this allow to the culture to increase the production of 20%, reduce the cost of electricity, reduce the waste of water, reduce the utilizer of fertilizer.
The farmer can save time by 30%.
By 30%, because 30% of his time during a day without our solution is dedicated to manage of irrigation.
And this also saves on water.
Yes, save on water and save on electricity, save on fertilizer, and increase in production.
And why did you start this startup?
Why?
Why?
Oh, because we want to change the way in order to do agriculture. We want to make more efficient the process and save time for the agronomists.
Excellent, excellent. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We have Giuseppe,
Valerio.
and Valerio. And these three are second-year students here at the University of Catania, right?
Yes.
With a specialization of what?
In computer science, artificial intelligence, and robotics.
Wow, that is the future,
Yes.
right? And tell me about the project that you won.
Okay, so the main project is to
issue, one of the main problems that we have in the health systems. The primary problem is the triage. In the emergency rooms, triage systems are critical for patients and for the person of the sanitary systems. The project that we have is to create a chatbot that helps operations and operative triage systems to issues the main two problems that we have on the field. The first problem is the time. Mainly in Italy, roughly 5 minutes are necessary to do a triage of a patient. These are done by the nurses and the triage operators that tries to help and to intercept what are the symptoms and what are the past conditions of the patient. What is the main problem? That in that specific time, the main issues of the patients are known. So the patients need to tell everything of his clinical past. Our chatbot helped the triage operator to solve some technical knowledge, so help to fix and assist of the compilation of the triage form, and ask the patient to check every of his clinical aspect.
So this speeds up in the emergency room, the process.
Yes. The main focus is that the triage operator is not, he will not compile a triage module such as tables, but he will instead write in a natural language a description of the triage, so the table will come in output.
It's a great idea, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
Grazie, grazie.
Grazie.
This is how Professor Rosario Faraci ends all his big classes. First of all, it was so much fun for me being back in the classroom. I always said to myself, I want to be a student for life. And as a journalist, you sort of are a student for life because you're learning new things all the time. But I have to tell you, I learned a lot in that classroom. And the fascinating things that you can do, from simple things like pistachio shells or volcanic ash, the simple things that can make a big difference. And I want to give a big kudos not just to the staff of that startup and Professor Rosario Faraci, but to the young students that are thinking hard and creating this innovative thing. So kudos to them, not just the winners, but all the others that competed. I want to say one more thing. 1434, the University of Catania was created, oldest in Sicily, the 13th, if I remember correctly, in Italy, and the 29th oldest university in the world. So ching ching to the University of Catania. Go Catania.
I have a little message for Professor Faraci, my friend Faraci, our friend Faraci and his wonderful wife Agata. Rosario, send in me, okay? You talked about over here the use for volcanic ash, but what about the use for aluminum cans that are polluting our environment on the roads? How about that? Better still, plastics.
I'm sure there's kids
If you could
thinking about that.
If you could get one or two of these innovators to focus on that, then not only are things going to be great, it'll be done in a cleaner environment, in my view. Plastica and aluminum can
I'm sure
saddle.
there's some things going on.
Well, I don't know, but I think, and I know that there are many people in the United States who will be interested in seeing this stuff as well. So when you get another group together, let us know. We'll come down and do another video for sure.
Going back to being in a classroom, I wouldn't mind just going and listening in to Professor Rosario Faraci give lectures. He's very colorful. He's very good. The kids were very engaged, as you saw in some of the videos. He very funny and very informative. So I truly enjoyed it. It's like with you, Alfred, when you used to teach law at Northeastern, or not, you taught about the bar. I used to love going to the classroom and listening to you lecture. You're a great lecturer.
Guys like Faraci, guys like me, I have one thing to say. You either have it or you don't. Oh, by the way, Esther, did you notice my new glasses today? After 12 years, I broke down and I bought a new. Actually,
Beautiful.
I bought 3 pairs. This is my Purcell. This is my ones for the show. Okay?
Beautiful.
Do you like them?
I love them. All right, let's go see what's going on a Sunday in Sicily. Well, isn't this exciting? Sunday with my bunster. Wait, I'm the bunster. Doesn't he look handsome on this Sunday?
Dashing.
Dashingly good looking, I might add. Sunday in Via Grande, roasting vegetables, chicken, the mushrooms. That's exactly what I'm going to get. And look at all the goodies here. Sausage, chicken, caponata, everything. Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
No artichokes today because it's a little bit too expensive. He said 3 euro un per uno. Wow, artichokes are a little bit too expensive this year. Now that's some sausage right there. Buono. Con prezzemolo, pomodoro, cipolla, onions. Dicendo lui è un beddo, eh?
È bello.
Beddo, amore.
Amore, vieni.
She's
Come è bello.
Oh, Carmelo, io sono Eszter, piacere. Buona domenica. Bellissimo. Vino locale, and this is how you get it right here in one of the barrels. Well, the kids are playing games over there while the adults are working. I cannot believe it's late October and there's still peaches left over. Of course, plenty of grapes, avocado, persimmons. Purple cauliflowers are just starting to come out. Domenica, buona domenica.
Ci siamo con le altre cose.
Buona domenica. There you go, fresh roasted chestnuts, and here the ones. Da dove vieni questi?
Questi?
Mm-hmm.
Avellino.
And then he'll put some sea salt to keep them nice and moist.
Prima aspetto suo turno e poi ci vedo.
People are lining up for this, guys. Our chestnuts. Nice parking. This is the scene here on a Sunday. Acci San Antonio. Every street corner they're roasting chestnuts.
More chestnuts.
Now that's what you call a dessert tray right here. Look at how beautiful. Probably going to someone's party. E queste? Come chiama queste?
Tartufo.
Tartuffa. These guys are packing it all in. That is actually really pretty, right next to the panificio. Buongiorno. Fresh bread is coming out. I wish you could smell this. Scacciadelle.
Scacciadella.
This is my favorite type of bread. Here's the summer.
Dal panificio Sant'Antonio.
Panificio San Antonio. They have all types of good things here. Look at this beautiful bread right there.
Allora, buona domenica.
Grazie, buona domenica a voi. Vini di Sicilia. Sunday.
You ready?
And Al decided to have a Campari in the middle of the day.
Which, by
That's
the
a
way,
Campari spritz with Prosecco and Campari. And these are the little snacks that come along with it. What do you have to say about them apples?
here's what I have to say about that, okay? Because as I get more and more seasoned throughout life, I look at, the blue light special of Sicily. And this is it. €5. Campari spritzer, arancini, peanuts, olives, and this little thing over here. Come on, €5? I can't even get a glass of water in Lawrence for €5. So, and by the way, Esther, look at this tree.
I know.
We're sitting under a tree several hundred years old. I mean, literally, I can touch it. Now, I ask you, right? If you were me, wouldn't you come here on a Sunday for Campari spritzer?
I gotta tell you, Al, I'm shocked. Here we are at the end of October and there's still no artichokes. But everyone's telling me that it's too expensive. But I miss my roasted artichokes. As many of you know, that's one of my favorite things. Anyway, those are just some highlights from a day in Sicily.
Yesterday,
Next weekend, by the way, is All Saints and All Souls Day. November 1 and November 2. Holiday here in Sicily and Italy.
Yesterday, Esther reported that the cheap panettone and pandoros are popping up. They're just starting to come out. Not the good ones yet,
But wait a second.
but the cheap ones. They're out right now.
What's that voice about?
I love panettone. And you know what she bought me this week as a present? Do you know what marron glacé is? Marron glacé? Marron glacé are very exclusive little chestnut things that are delicacy. And she bought a very expensive, do you know how expensive they are? I can only eat one little chestnut a day. One a day.
Very, very, very
Very,
sweet.
very,
Listen,
very good.
I have to say one thing. Many of you have been asking me about my mug, my Testa de Mora mug. And guess what? There's been so many of you guys asking about it that I'm going to try and bring some to the United States in November, and we may have it for sale. So that's a little bit of an update on that.
If she can't get that, we can put a photo of myself on the mug for you to gawk at. How does that sound? Yeah, I'll put a beard on though.
Thank you so much for watching this video of me and Sicily. I can't even keep a straight face over that one. No, seriously, we love you guys. Thank you for sticking around, for being in our community. What else?
That's it.
Sa benedica. Sa benedica.
She said Sa benedica today, so I'm going to say, what do you usually say?
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci.
Ti voglio bene. Buona domenica. Ciao.
Ciao.